Hello, hello. We're just gonna yap through this ad. I'm not gonna go over anything too yappy. While we're yapping through the ad, or too important. I don't know. You know what I mean. So that nobody misses anything, because it's supposed to play an ad in a second here. But hello, hello. I also look disheveled. We're gonna do my makeup a little bit while we hang out, so ignore the appearance. Ignore the state of everything. And I exercise PT today and it burns. Oh my goodness. Soon that's gonna be my life because my Planet Fitness by me opened and I'm really excited. Also, is my microphone super loud for y'all? Because why is it just auto peaking no matter what I do? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, we are in an ad. You're not gonna miss anything while we're in the ad though. Spatter! Thank you so much for the 12 months, my dear. Holy crap, has it been a year? That is so exciting! Thank you so much for the support and the love. I appreciate you. Also, I have carrot cake to nibble on while we hang out on this ad. If you guys don't mind me eating on stream always. I fear I grabbed breakfast when I was out. I started my day so late. Dude, it's been a morning, but we're so back. But I need to eat some food right now really quick. Oh, I have carrot cake. My mother-in-law made it. Like in a bundt cake. It's beautiful. I'm obsessed. But anywho, how is everyone? How are y'all? How was your weekends? Give me all the tea. Why is my mic still peaking? Excuse me? How does that sound? Is that okay? I don't know. Some OBS messed with something in here. And I don't know why. Do y'all have music still? Yeah. Any hooser? Oh, I'm leaving the Angel Tree fundraiser graphic up for a moment because we're going to talk about it. But then I am going to take it down because I don't want people to think to donate because it's over. We did, in fact, do it. I want more garlic, so I'll be having fresh garlic in my dinner like I planned. It's far too cold to live again. Fair. I just went grocery shopping and it took me so much longer than I thought it would. Hell yeah. Did you have class today or no? I also was kind of late because so I needed to go to the bank to deposit some cash from my markets because I only have one more market left on Friday or on Saturday and then I'm done for the season. And then so I don't need money in a cash box for the next 2 months, which is great. I want to put my hair up, but I don't know how and it's bugging me. So, anywho's oh, my capture is not on. You are so right. So I went to deposit cash, and I absolutely forgot that I needed to go do that, and so I had to go to the farther Walmart because it's by the bank, so that made more sense, or whatever. Anywho's I almost got in a car accident at the bank. Like, at the bank. I was already in the parking lot, and then another guy pulled into the parking lot and cut me off, and I had to slam on my brakes and on my horn, and then he parked at the front of the bank, because he cut me off to get that spot, which I was going to park on the side of the bank anyway, but whatever. And then he glared at me the entire time he walked in the bank, because I stayed in my car. I was on the phone with my mom. And then he just kept giving me death glares the entire time we were in the bank together. He cut me off, and I honked. I was already in the parking lot, and he was entering the parking lot. I had the right of way, but whatever. Well, I took longer at the bank because I didn't want to be by him because he seemed pissed. I did not feel safe. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Weekend was good, but Sona wanted me 30 minutes of sleep last night. Oh no! I am so sorry, Amethyst. I had to leave right after. Hell yeah. I do love when they throw Alex in classes because it's a similar thing where he does get to leave early. And I'm so here for it. Rufo was 0 last night. Oh my god. It got cold here, not like that, but it got windy. It was so windy. We actually went outside and took some of my Christmas decorations down and brought them in because we were worried about it. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, no. Sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry, not sorry. That's obnoxious. And people driving in Fayetteville, it's a different breed. Swear to God. Honestly, in any military town, I'm sure it's a similar experience because it's so many people from all different areas all in one spot. It's so bad. Okay. I'm not in it anymore. See, I don't have my placard yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I think if my baseline shifts back to where it was at before, I'd get it again, but honestly, well, luckily, I'm so grateful with doing PT. I'm in a lot better spot. But yeah, if my baseline was still how it was, like at the beginning of this year, I would totally have gotten it. So, we're back from the ads. Hi, hello, welcome in. Happy Monday. How are we doing? How are we feeling? I have some little updates to go over with y'all. I'm just gonna literally read you guys the message from the Discord. If you didn't see it, that's totally fine, but I'm just gonna go over it. So, today, our plan is we're gonna have an Angel Tree watch party. We're gonna literally watch the YouTube video that I made. And then, like, I'll pause it and yap about different things or different thoughts that I had or whatever. We're just gonna hang out while I, like, put some makeup on my face or something. And then, depending on what time it is, how long our debrief was, whatever, what have you, we might hop into Animal Crossing, but we'll see how we're feeling because I'm starting late. And then Wednesday we're gonna play Animal Crossing. I want to keep terraforming because we started it. I need to go get us some more castle pieces, too, before Wednesday. I mean, unless we also do that, but, like, that's less fun. So you know. That's Wednesday's plan. I do have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, but that doesn't impact anything. And then Friday, we're doing one of our redemptions, which is why I kept this graphic up for a moment of our time. The main goal of $150 was a Community Club Penguin stream. We are going to do it on Friday. Friday evening-ish. So, like, I said 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. EST because I was waiting to see what the Backseat Gamer schedule came out to. Because sometimes they stream Friday night. They're not this week. So we can actually go later. So whatever y'all are feeling, whatever the vibe is, however that stream goes, we can also go later than that too. Oh, I do need to turn off this though. Okay. I don't want you guys trying to donate to the Ko-fi. So that's our plan for the week, is we're gonna play Club Penguin on Friday. And then I'll post on Friday, like, the link to which version of the game I'm playing, and so you guys can make accounts and join in if you want to, whatever. It's free. It's a Club Penguin re-upload. You don't need to download anything, it's just on Chrome, but... And then our other fundraiser stream reward dates so far, for the random color generator chooses my makeup, I am leaning doing it Monday, the 29th, so after Christmas. Excuse me. And then doing my husband's makeup, I'm leaning... I'm going in order of how this is wrote. Or no, so random color generator, 29th. Then the Among Us night, I'm going to do in January. Just so y'all know, because it's the holiday season. Everybody's busy right now, including me and my husband. I don't see a good time to try to squeeze that in. I just don't. So we're going to do it early January, before the Animal Crossing update hits. Because then we're going to be busy with the Animal Crossing update. So, between January 1st and the 15th, we'll squeeze it in somewhere there. I'll put a poll up eventually of what days y'all want to try for. And then the big new goal of the $500, we did hit it right at the end of stream. We actually got pushed over the goal by $20, which is super cool. We're gonna do my husband's makeup. I'm leaning Friday the 26th. Should I just start stream over? I can't fucking talk today. Friday the 26th, the day after Christmas, we're gonna do my husband's makeup on stream. Because he didn't take leave for Christmas. I thought he was going to, because we talked about it, because he forgot to take leave for Thanksgiving, and so I said, can you please take leave for Christmas? And he said, yeah, like, I'll have time to this time, and I said, okay, and then he missed the deadline again. So, he only has Christmas and the day after off, to my understanding. I think he thinks he works Christmas Eve. I don't remember him ever working Christmas Eve, even, like, not on leave. But, like, I mean, he's here. Like, he'll be home at night and stuff, but, like, so, I don't think so, though. I think he's wrong on that, but we'll see what they tell us for this coming week. So, the 26th is the easiest day because he has off, and because I don't want to stream on the weekend. I just don't. I mean, unless I get bored and I want to, like, hang out, but, like, to do, like, a planned stream, I want it to be within our normal schedule. I was mad, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sassy about it. I was like, are you fucking kidding? But because then he was like, well, we're trying to take leave in May to go to a friend's wedding, but they're gonna have him on the needs to be ready to deploy in a 24-hour notice situation. It rotates on who needs to be available like that, and it's gonna be him starting in May, so we might not get to go to his wedding either, and then he has JRTC in March, so he's gonna be gone for a whole month in March. So when are we gonna do anything? Like, there's no time, because when they're prepping to go to JRTC, he can't take leave, and then he's gonna be at JRTC. So the only time he can maybe take leave is April, because then May is the next rotation of other stuff. So I might just be like, hey babe, for my birthday in April, because my birthday is on a Saturday. Yeah, it's the day before Easter. I might be like, hey, the first week of April, can we take leave and go to PA for my birthday? I feel like that'd be fun. But that's also right when he gets back from the field, or from JRTC, so I have no idea. But then we can't go the week after my birthday because the Nana's gonna be in town, which is Sabrina's mom. She's coming from California for the first time. They've lived in North Carolina since 2022, and it's Nana's first time. No, but so that's the fucking thing, is that if he's gonna take leave, they're only letting them do it with a 4-week notice. He can't put it in any sooner than that. So, we just have to hope they let him even put it in. It's always been like that with Bragg. He's never been able to put it in any earlier than that. Like, his whole time this has been his duty station. Every time. I hate it. I was like, dude, at least just put in a pass then. Because if it's days that you're already given off, if you put in a pass, they can't call you in because you put in a pass that you're not going to be in the area. Dude, put in the pass. They don't need to know where we went. The area could just be Walmart. But anyway. That's the plan right now. That's the vision, that's the vibe. I know. So I am going to close that. But any user. I just also want to reiterate, thank you guys so much for everything that we did on Friday. That was insane. I still have not fully grasped that happened. I feel like it's going to take me a long time to, like, fully absorb that whirlwind. Because this has been my first calm day since Thursday. And even then, I still ran around all morning. So, like, it really wasn't calm either. I was leaving April already. But it's transfer leave and we don't have to move. So it's just time. Yeah. Yeah. I will say, leave to move, they let you put in early. Like, PCS leave, even if you're technically not moving, but, like, still time to adjust and whatever. They do let you put that in early. We've always put that in early. But just general leave to just, like, go do shit? No. Which is dumb. I'm gonna grab a claw clip really quick. Because my hair has been overstimulating me this entire day. Yeah. For PCS leave, yes. That you can. But it depends on the company and what his job is, because Alex's job is very deployable, and especially now that he's in the 82nd, they're a very active unit, so I think that's why his deadlines are different. Well, and your husband's not Army, right? Because he's military, but he's not Army. Welcome in, my dear. Thank you for the wee wee wee. I'm eating carrot cake really quick. I just killed it, actually. The reason we have carrot cake right now, this is what my mother-in-law made for my birthday cake, too. But, my little brother-in-law wanted red velvet cake for his birthday. His birthday was on the 11th. It was on Thursday. I'm allergic to red velvet. My mother-in-law gets sick from red velvet. She had a bad experience with it once, and now just can't have it. And then my sister-in-law just doesn't like it. So, my mother-in-law made us a carrot cake so that we could have cake too, and then everybody else ate red velvet. Because, like, he deserves to get the cake that he wanted, but why can't we have sweet treats? I leave whoever isn't on leave has more duty. Yep. That's how they do holiday leave too, here. So Alex not taking any. But he was supposed to have staff duty on Christmas Eve, and he was able to get somebody else to take it, so. At least we got that going for us. Okay. I'm gonna grab a claw clip before I have a meltdown. And then we're gonna get right into the vibe that we're gonna have for stream. So, just give me like 2 seconds. I see you. It's because of the jacket I'm wearing. I'm wearing a full, like, sweatpants, sweatsuit situation, whatever that's called. You know, like a Juicy Couture. Except it's not. But, this existing is making my hair touch my neck. Yay! You need to send a picture in the Discord, I want to see. I also got a haircut. We're blurry. It's so fine. I got a haircut again. Like, it was supposed to be just a trim, but I wanted the bangs a little shorter. And then she did them totally crooked, where this side was way higher than this side. And she cut my hair wet. And then, like, blow-dried it part of the way, so when I got home is when I could actually see how not right it was. So I fixed my bangs. So if they're not even... Yes, they are, okay? Because I could only do so much with it without cutting off too much length, where then I would go shorter than I wanted to go. So, yeah. I do my hair myself because I messed it up. It's my own fault. No, and so normally I have them do the big trim, like a big cut, and then I'll just, like, fix little bits of it at home myself, because I have trouble doing... Like, if the length I'm trying to get to isn't close to what it already is, I have trouble, like, replicating how my hair is. But I needed a lot off, so I was like, I'll just have them start it, and then I'll just, like, fiddle with it at home after. And then, like, I got home and I was like, oh, it needs more than a fiddle, it needs to be fixed. That's so fair. The girl that cut my hair was really sweet, don't get me wrong, and she did good with every other part of it. I just don't think she caught that she... It was almost like she cut the one side shorter than she wanted to, and then it made her nervous, even though I was fine with the length she cut that side to, and so then she just, like, did the other side the length she was trying to do. But, like, girl, you can't just leave them uneven. That's not how that works. So it's just kind of like... I don't know. I'm, like, looking in my mirror head on... This is too long. This is also too long of a piece. Like right there. Okay, so this piece needs to not be in the front. It's the same as she always slays. I go to Great Clips. That's part of the problem. I'm aware. I don't have a hairstylist here yet. Leaf, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. Oh. Hold on, I'm grabbing dry shampoo and I'm wheeling away and it's not happy about it. Also, I literally had them wash my hair for me yesterday and my hair's already greasy. I'm over it. I give up. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to wash my hair so I can dye my hair. Well, my father-in-law's been like remodeling our bathroom on a whim, so I can't dye it yet because I need our bathroom. So we're doing this instead. My undercut done again. Ooh. I love that you have an undercut. That's so fun. I've always wanted one, but my hair's really fine. I have really thick hair, though, so it's like I probably could have one, but I don't know. Oh, there we go. We can live with that. Okay. We're so back. Okay, babes. So, the plan, the vision, the vibe is we are going to share the screen. We're going to turn off Spotify. Dink! We're going to switch it to be grabbing audio from the YouTube video instead. And you guys are going to hang out with me and watch how we angel tree shopped. And it's going to be super fun and super sweet and super the vibe. Yeah? Are we ready? Also, if you want to watch this YouTube video on your own time, I do have a YouTube channel that is separate from my VOD channel. That is this button. And I repost all of my TikToks there. I have not reposted 2025 TikToks there yet. That's like a January project. I'm taking 2 months off of vending after Saturday, so during that time I'm gonna do those. But all of my TikToks from like 2022 forward are on there as YouTube videos. And some of them are as like compilations, so it's not just like a bunch of short videos, because I think YouTube shorts are dumb. Sorry. Fair. So are we ready? One's in chat. Type a 1 in chat if you're ready. I have no idea who's here right now, because I don't watch my own view count. But like, I'm assuming at least like 2 people are ready. Yeah, okay. That's enough for me. I'm gonna switch to having a headset on though, so that I can actually hear what the hell's happening for you guys. Yeah, we got 3 1s, let's go. Is my mic picking it up? No. We're so back. Oh, you guys can't see the captions, though. There you go. Really? That better? How's the volume? That okay? Okay. This is so fun. I'm gonna do my makeup at the same time, by the way. I have my first jump in moment. Okay. So, context on this clip. I was saying different parts of their lists than we actually fulfilled for parts of, like, the gifts, because... So, hold on. My mic is peaking and it's pissing me off, and I feel like it's yelling for you guys. So, when I grabbed their lists, as I just said, we were at, like, $200 with my husband included, and so the little boys list said skateboard or bike. And then the electronic outdoor toy, I didn't think we would raise enough to get her the Jeep, so I say something different than we ended up getting her for this part. because I thought we wouldn't get past where we were at. So I was picking the lower cost items of their wishes, if that makes sense. Okay, jumping back in. I learned later it was Delayla, and I was saying it wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn the volume up on the YouTube video for the rest of this. There is background noise because I am in Walmart, so I do apologize for that part of it. I didn't have a microphone that would also get rid of background noise, so we were just vibing with what we had. I've never vlogged in a store before, so please keep that in mind. But now it's gonna hop into the actual shopping for probably the next like 20 minutes. You're freezing. Also, remember in the South. No, I did wear a coat there. I get so overheated in stores. I get so hot. So I wore a cardigan. It's actually in the shopping cart when we're shopping, but I took it off the second I got in the store. Like right now, I'm wearing that same tank top actually because that's just who I am. Okay. How is this volume, by the way? Have another jump in. Okay, so you're gonna see me putting little blurs over people in the background. Because I edited this in CapCut and there's no way to like properly blur people, how you've probably seen YouTubers do it before. So when I was editing this, was like if somebody made eye contact with the camera where you could directly see their face, I was blurring them with those little bubbles. There's a couple people that when it was in the smaller view, it made it look like my camera blurred that far back, and so I didn't cover them. And then after I had already uploaded this and then watched it full screen, there are a couple people you can see. So just keep that in mind. I didn't intentionally like cover some people and not others or whatever. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that film content in public and they don't cover at all, but it was like, damn it, that was not the plan. But it's a, we're learning. Popping it again. So, I'm gonna just like warn you guys now because you're gonna see the chaos of it. 6T is not a size that exists. Walmart sections go baby, 2T, 2 5T, then it jumps to little kids sizes 4 to 14, 16, right? This mom wrote 6T, or I'm assuming mom. We're just assuming mom. She wrote 6T, but then his pant size is 7'8". I did not catch that when I read that part of like that should have told me right there like he's not she just wrote it. Because me and Alex were thinking about it later of like, well, likely he was a 5T and she wants the next size up for him and so she just wrote 6T without like, like going to the store and seeing 6T. That's our guess cuz I'm an aunt. I've bought kids clothes before all the way up. It's like my niece is 9 years old now. So I do know how to shop for this stuff for babies and stuff. Like it's not just me like guessing or whatever. That's like literally how that seemed because that size just doesn't exist. But I forgot that it stops at 5T when I was reading it. But like we figured out later. But just so you know, that's an overarching thing that popped up in this. The overarching theme of this video is why the fuck are kids' clothes so expensive? No wonder parents need to put their children on angel trees for winter coats and things. Because why the fuck are the prices like this now? Because, like, when I was shopping for my niece, when she was this size, we did not spend this much on jackets and things. Like, licensed ones, sure. She had, like, a Toy Story jacket, like a Buzz Lightyear one. Yeah, that jacket being $16, $18, duh. It's, like, you know? Like, that's the pricing, right? But there was normal little stuff that was so fucking expensive. Like, there's a Reebok jacket that I scanned for her that was, like, also $18, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, all of that was insane. And then that green jacket that you can see right now, I scanned the black version of it that's behind that pink puffer coat. I just didn't put the clip in because I was like, oh, that's perfect for her. It was $34 for a winter coat. I was like, that's fucking bullshit. And we are in the South, so I ended up steering away from winter coats and going more layers and sweatshirts because it usually doesn't get cold enough here for a winter coat, and it's actually overstimulating as hell. But it was like, what the fuck? I feel so bad for parents. I'm in one of those. Yeah. Also, Nintendo, that was not me winding up to punch. That was me being like, yeah, Walmart, because I know you work there. Also, hi, Jade, welcome in. Okay, I'm trying a new lipstick right now. It's what you saw me run away to go get. I'm hoping this is a red that I like. Yeah, no, they're expensive. And then also Walmart, like, got rid of pricing on everything, so you have to scan fucking everything, and my Walmart is fairly messy. Like, the other Walmart's worse than the one we went to, but so, like, a lot of the stuff wasn't where it actually went, so the prices that were, like, hung up there are not the prices of the things. So, we should be so lucky that companies trickle down their costs to us! Isn't it so great? That's fucking how that works. I thought that I was a genius for that idea. Also, I'm trying on a red lipstick to see. I want a red lipstick for Christmas, but I have stained teeth. That's why I kept going to see how yellow it made my teeth. That's what we're trying right now. The real question is, was that cart wonky? Yes. Also, that cricket sound that you hear in the background of the video so far does stop halfway through us shopping. I don't know what was causing that. Because at first I thought it was, we were filming on a camera. Here, I can show you the camera we were using. That's on a gimbal. situation. So, because he got me this for my birthday. This was our first time taking it out on the town. It does this. Like it's on its own little thing, right? And it follows you. You can set it to track and then it follows you. That's how he was able to do that without he wasn't even holding the camera. But so there's a random cricket sound in the back, and I almost thought the mic was picking up the sound of this moving with me, and then I started realizing that the sound didn't match when the camera was moving. I think because he had his phone near it for about half of our trip until he put his phone in his pocket, I think it was getting interference with the camera, like Bluetooth interference, because that's happened to me before, where if my phone was by my microphone, it messed up my microphone. So I think that's what was happening, but that sound does go away. But anyway, I thought I was a freaking genius for my idea of sizing with those pants. And Alex said no, so I thought I was so smart. Also, those pants that I was holding up were a 5T, because that was before I caught things. You'll see. I forgot. So this clip was originally longer in the edited version, like on my CapCut. It's longer. Um, there is a song that is playing so loud in this part of the store, and of all the songs that you could clearly hear in this video, this is the one YouTube clocked. And so my options were to mute that section of the clip or to just cut it out, because it has like a feature now where it will just separate the audio at that point, where it'll keep voices in but mute the music in the background. This video is too long for it to let you do that. I'm sorry, the shoes separate from the clothes. Some of our Walmarts over here don't. Like the other Walmart that I normally go to, the Walmart I actually got the Angel Tree tickets from. It's together. Here it's separate. But they have the sizing over here super weird, because it goes like men's into kids kind of, but then like some of it's still kids on both sides, but then like it'll be men's at the end and then toddler right there, and then it goes around to like baby shoes, but then it's suddenly little girls. It's really weird. I'm not used to it being like that. I'm used to it being men's and women's together and then just kids together and then toddlers together instead of them separating it by gender. So what you don't see in the video is us shopping the shoes took so fucking long. I just cut all of it out because it was just us walking around trying to even find kids' shoes in general. And then Tristan, which is the little boy that those shoes are for in my hand, he's a 11 wide. They don't make 11 wide in kids' shoes. There, at least. They have 11 wide in toddler. They don't have 11 wide in kids. And then the next 11 wide is adults. But with him being a 7'8" in pants, I'm assuming they meant kids. Because there's no way they meant toddler, because my best friend's baby that's only a year old is wearing an 11 right now. So there's no way. So it was a moment. It was a moment. We figured it out. But, like, these are the kind of moments where it's, like, it is hard because you don't know your kids that you're shopping for. A mom would be like, okay, he was this size. I'm going to go up to the next size and probably not be running around in circles like I was. But, like, because they're not my kids and I can't literally see the size of the child, I couldn't Like, it's hard to make guesstimates on this. Like, if I had any critique for Angel Tree, it's like they need to let the parents type more out in the notes for the sizing of their kids. Because a lot of them just put numbers and you were guessing based off of the age of the child what section they meant. And it was a time, but we got there. We need to talk about this moment in the video. Because, okay, so I need to move my, or I'll just move the video over, so it's not gonna be full screen for a second. The shoes that Alex pointed at were these tan ones right here. The shoes that I was pointing at were these tan ones right here. Alex gets helpful when we're shopping for the little boy, I promise, but we had a couple moments where I was like, the fuck do you mean? But he was like, they're the same shoe. I'm sorry, these are tan slip-ons that are form-fit to the foot. Like, they're tight. And then white bottoms. They might be shaped the same. These ones are, you know, blue and orange on the bottom, but they lace up. These have laces on them, but they're slip-ons. So what I was trying to explain to him is that the tops of the shoes are different. So you're liking the tan ones, but do you think she should have slip-on or laces? Is what I meant, but I didn't say that. So that's what this clip was about. They're not the same. They're not. So we ended up going with these ones, but it was so fucking stupid. I did want to talk about this part too. I hope me hopping in on a constant is not annoying. The whole point of us doing the stream was so I could hop in. If you don't want that, just watch the video. But I want to talk about like the end of stream because I know that it was a little chaotic because I was trying to raid over to Lisa just like efficiently, right? And because I'm not gonna lie, I was holding in tears. That I could feel the pressure behind my eyes at the end of stream because it was like I could not believe that we just fucking pulled this off. Like, can I believe it? Yes, you guys are fucking awesome. And I kept saying like you guys are insane because it was just like I don't know, like I was just hoping we'd even raise $50 and 520, are you shitting me? Right? But like I literally hit end stream, like had raided over to Lisa, made sure my stream actually like ended, right? And then I just immediately started crying. Like, I was just sitting here, just like, if you watched Markiplier's video of him talking about Iron Lung and him just suddenly crying, that is exactly what I did. Like, to a T is exactly how I started crying. And, like, Alex was like, okay, so do you want to go shopping? And I was just like, yeah, because he did. Because I'm sitting here, he's behind this backdrop, so he didn't know I was crying. And I was so emotional. So him saying that to me, immediate pressure behind my eyes again. I was like, don't fucking do it. Don't. Because I was gonna start crying again. In this moment, he was holding up pants for me, by the way. John Size is our friend's 6-year-old, by the way. See, now Alex is picking things. Enjoy just staring at this man. Also, I will pause the video when the ad plays, just so you know. Alex ran to the bathroom at this point, that's why it was just us. I feel so bad that this whole lady's phone calls in this part. This is me explaining my plan to Alex. This is what I'm thinking. This is the vibe. We're now gonna hang out until the ad plays. I don't want y'all to miss anything. Oh, I paused on me being like, what do we think of the lipstick that I just put on? I tried it with lip gloss on top of it, didn't like it, took it back off, put brown under the whole lip, and then put the red on top. Cause, why does no brand in the drugstore make a vampy red anymore? I don't understand. But, like, it's not bad. I don't know if red's my color anymore these days. I used to wear colors like this all the time. Not only did my son find out he can hide under his fitted sheet today, but also I handed him a bag of snacks. He's pulling all of them out of the bag one by one, setting them in a plate, then eat them after the fact off the plate. I love kids. Is the ad even playing yet? There it is. I was like, what the fuck? I think the timer it does is so funny because there's like a 20-second delay even after the timer ends for the ad to actually start. But this next part of the video is also funny, and I do want to vote from you guys in chat about a hoodie that I was looking at in this, because me and Alex could not agree. We ended up getting neither. Also, clarification on the sizes that I'm shopping. I know that it might be like you're shopping for a 12-year-old, but you're shopping the adult section. Her, I'm assuming, mother listed her sizing as juniors. And I did second guess the shit out of this later, where I was like, oh my god, what if she's saying juniors but she meant girls? Because when I was 10 or 12, I was wearing, like, a 12. I didn't wear 14, 16 until I was, like, maybe, like, 15. But I need to remember, I was a severely underweight child. So that's probably why my sizes were like that. And so I was just kind of like, no, it is realistic for her to be these sizes, especially if she's taller too. It's very realistic. But I did second guess it as well, because then she put for the sizing was written really weird. It was like her pants sizes are a 12, like she wears a 12. Her tops, she wears a women's large, I think they put, like medium large-ish. And then, like, for the jacket, the mom did this for both kids. I'm assuming it was the same person for two of the kids. Where the jacket, they then sized it up again. So it confused me, too. Like, if I got them a winter coat. But she wore a women's 7. So, that's what I wear, a women's 6.5. And I've worn a women's 5 forever. I jumped up to a 6, like, 2 years ago. But I was a women's 5 in, like, middle school. So I also went back and forth on her sizes a lot in my head. Like, the easiest one to shop for was the 6-year-old I picked. It was just, like, it was very straightforward how it was written besides the electronic outdoor toy. I was kind of like, well, the only thing I can think of is those Jeeps. But, like, otherwise, I was like, no, this makes perfect sense. The other two kids, how they were written, I was just getting lost, like, with, I don't know. But, like, I think I made the right decisions. I hope I did. But also, Walmart does let Angel Tree exchange the things. Though I've seen people that will draw a line through the barcode so that they can't exchange shit. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Um, so I'm hoping that at least if my sizes were wrong, they can exchange. The only thing that I thought about at the afterwards is the one pair of jeans that I got were on clearance. The clearance price was $17, by the way. It was barely a clearance. I just saw the yellow tag and I was like, oh cool, they're also on clearance, dude. It was literally $2 off, I think. But I don't know if Walmart will let her exchange those. But hopefully if they don't fit her, she can just like sell them on Facebook or something. But I was like, shit. But anyway, we're gonna hop back into the video now. The ad break is over. We're voting in the comments. Who are you picking? Because I need to know. do a 1 in chat for Honda Racing, and then a 2 in chat for the one to the right of it, like just the tan one. Neither I hated them both. To be fair, I wanted to get her the black version, and they didn't have her size. They only had a men's large in it, and then I think like an extra small or something. I agree. I agree. When I found that one, I was a lot happier with it. But like, who would you pick? If you had to pick between those two, who would y'all pick? It's Give Me Bandana, it is. It's Snoop Dogg's brand, I think. If I remember right. They're both so ugly. I hate the Honda Racing one so much. And like, I know when I was like, who's racing a Honda? I just like totally forgot that like normal car brands make race cars. So when I so when I said that, I'm picturing just somebody like racing a Honda CRV. And that's not what that sweatshirt's for. But yeah, that was the two we were between. I would have made the internet hate my ass if I bought one of those. I finally would have got canceled. He kept making me try to touch Sherpa. It was horrible. I hope you know that face that I was making at him was because I thought he was going to show me another Sherpa thing and not show me an actual item. He was literally wearing a pair of blue jeans and then a black and white flannel. He had his coat over it. Like, you see him later in the video, he has like a puffer vest coat on. He was wearing a black and white flannel with jeans and gym shoes. So, what do you mean I don't know what she's gonna wear it with? Also, I want to add this detail in too. Alex absolutely hates shopping. He will wear clothes until they have holes in them and are falling apart because he doesn't want to go shopping for clothes. He hates shopping. So it's just not it's not enjoyable for him. It's too low of stimulation for him. So he was struggling through this. When we got in the car, I was like, wasn't that so fun? He just looked at me like we were in Walmart for 2.5 hours. And I was like, I know, but like, was it at least like fun? Like the premise of it? He's like, I am really happy with what we got the kids. That's what I'm gonna say. Because he just fucking hates shopping. He was over it. Excuse me. We were so stupid in that moment. Because it the top row was 5 packs, and then the middle row was 10 packs, and we read those as the sizes. We literally had walked past that multiple times, and I didn't grab the kid a hat because I didn't see them. I hope you know that in my heart of hearts, this part, if you were a part of the era in 2016 when Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson were making an eyeshadow palette together, and they were making decisions, and just like the stress of like, well, what are we gonna do? Because blah blah blah. I hope you know that that moment was that for me. Also, I don't support Shane Dawson or Jeffree Star at all. This was before I knew everything about them. I was a kid when that series came out. But like that's how that felt for me. Where I was like, oh my god. Like the way that I was recording it after I watched it, I was like, dude, this is literally my moment of that. I thought it was so cute. The Jeep right by my head. The pink purple right here. That's the Jeep in that box. Do you see his white flannel peeking through? And him wearing jeans? Anyway. Not me giving him feedback while he's fucking struggling instead of helping. I did not know what the vision was in this moment, just so you know. I don't know why he didn't just have me hold the cart. Also, you can see it at the end of the cart. That little coloring book, Jade in chat told us about those. Being at Five Below, and we found them at Walmart and we grabbed one for the little guy. I just didn't record us grabbing it. There was too many people in that aisle. Also, while we were checking out, everybody was like, oh my god, somebody's gonna have a good Christmas, and it was like so cute. I was gonna say Roblox in that moment. That's what that hesitation was. I was worried about going way too far over. But we did 40. They didn't have those. Spoiler. All time. Y'all could hear it was so busy. Also, welcome to my house. That's a garage. You guys are over there in this clip. We only found one thing, but I corrected it later. Jade never actually touched any of the gifts, by the way, but she kept walking back and forth. The 5-year-old we did not get jammies for. We got him like a sweat set instead. Because they didn't really have good jammies for him. What I mean by that is they didn't have stretch. You see me throughout all of that previous clips where I'm stretching the pants out because most little kids have a little bit of a tummy, which is so adorable and so fine. But like clothes aren't made for that. They just assume kids are just teeny tiny skinny little things when most of them are not even actually built like that. And we struggled so hard to get my niece pants because of it when she was this size. So that's why I also sized up for her because at least then they can roll the bottom of the pants and still have a waistband that fits their baby if, if she's in between sizes. Also, if the parents had specified they wanted a winter coat for their kid, I totally would have, but none of them did on these tags, so that's also why. The other two kids, they did not list underwear sizes, so. I am so mad that the camera did not focus on that, and I did not know until we already dropped everything off. It's replaced by Skibidi Toilet. I didn't say it in the video. It's replaced by Skibidi Toilet. It's a whole fucking section of that instead of Roblox. Anyway. And they did. Also, they did say that he's autistic in his tag, so I figured if we went this route, then whatever his special interest or things that he's attached to are, that could be put on the helmet instead of like, because it could be something very niche that they don't sell stuff for, and at least then he could customize this, or his parents could draw on it for him, you know, whatever, however that lands for them, to make it match him more than a lot of the options that they had. It really was. Also clarifying, I know I'm not literally the voice of reason for all autistic people and that we all have different sensory needs and sensory issues, but there are common themes across autistic people of like, we can't handle how Sherpa feels or any like microfiber or fabrics that stick to your hands. So when I was feeling everything, my hands were leaning dry that day, so it was the sea of fabric stuck to my hands. So that's why I said that. He's giving dinosaur, he's giving reptile, he's giving frog. But also, I wanted to hop in right here and say this. If you remember when Squishmallows were incredibly fucking popular, where people were hunting them down, like it was like Labubus all over again, but like before, like the pre-Labubus, you know? That size Squishmallow was $20 back then. The prices inflated so hard, so fast when they got popular. Where, like, it was so bad. It was so bad. That was $5. They went back down. So if you're a Squishmallow girly, or were back then and never got like ones that you liked because of the prices went back to what they were when Squishmallows came out. So just so you know. Also, Amethyst, I did really try to consider that because I'm assuming too, like, as that's probably part of why they specified it. And same with like the little figures we got him, because you know we don't know where he is developmentally in motor skills and everything like that. So like those little figures, I think they said 3 and up. They said 3 and up or 4 and up, and he's 5. So I didn't put that clip in, but I might have, I don't remember. But I looked at Alex and was like, oh yeah, he can have these, because I was worried of like, okay, well I don't want to get him something so small it's a choking hazard, because he's probably gonna put it in his mouth, you know, sensory wise. Like that's how I was when I was little, that when I was that age, because I'm level 1 autistic as well. So yeah, that was kind of my thought process with that. And then same with like the coloring book, having like the stickers and everything. At least there's some more tactile things he can do, or even if he's not like at a point of like coloring in the lines or anything like that, that's not something that he enjoys, he can still do the stickers with the book. Like I tried to think through all of it, where at least something, like even like the little plushie, it's the softest thing I've ever felt, and it's kind of heavy too. So I like considered sensory things with everything that I picked out for him. He could also put stickers on his helmet. That's the thought. I also did ask Alex if the little girl needed a helmet for her Jeep, and he said no. So, there's that. They did not have cards. It's so funny because I was so confident with her sizing when we went, and I knew exactly what I wanted to get her the whole time. And then, like, I was like, we were in, like, the checkout, like, after I cut the camera, and I was like, I said to Alex, I was like, but she's 12 years old. Is this really, like, her size? Because, like, I will say, my sizing was really different when I was 12, just because I was severely underweight and I was a very tiny kid. I was not average. Like, I was not, meeting my milestones or anything. I never was at any point. So that's why my sizing was like that. So I just don't remember what like a general 12-year-old actually fit in. So I was having trouble picturing like women's is right? especially cuz they put that she's a size 12 and juniors is usually odd number sizing. So juniors goes um 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then women's is the evens in between. But then there does happen to be some overlap once it gets later in the numbers. So that's also what worried me about them saying juniors because her pant size is technically women's. So that was a part of it too. I rescued her from a boomer. I was really scared that if a boomer picked up her tag, they were going to just put her in pink frilly things anyway. And I didn't want that to happen. I just taped the receipt to the back. Like, I cut the part of the receipt that's had the info for it and just taped it on the back of that. I wanted to say feminine presenting person, and I missed a word. I'm gonna grab a water really quick. Hey, Ian! I'm assuming Ian. Or Matthew. Welcome in. Yes! We need a haul. That's so fun. By slimmer, I mean they're skinny jeans. Like, the style was skinny jean, if that makes sense. So then these are giving more boyfriend jean and, like, style. I wanted to say plaid. I don't even know if that is plaid, but that's what I wanted to say, and I couldn't find that word. It ended up being 20 because Target sucked, but it do be saying it. We did do it. Okay, hypermobile. I noticed that, and I do this on my TikToks too. Most people, when they're counting out stuff, like while they're talking, I've noticed their hand stops here. Their mobility stops right here, and then here, and then here. I fucking whip that bitch back. Also, on that note, I have never recorded a YouTube video where you can see my whole body in it. Just being so fucking honest. I've never done it. I've never vlogged like that. Even when I've vlogged in the past, it's all like from here up. You've never been able to see my whole body just naturally. Like, you know, if I'm like showing my outfit and stuff, I'm posing. But like just naturally in its natural habitat, how it's gonna move, right? My pelvic tilt is so bad. And I didn't know that until this video. And then I told Alex, and I was like, my pelvis tilts that far forward. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's I bring my shoulders back. My shoulders are in line with my hips, but then my stomach is forward. That's not my literal tummy. That's my pelvis is literally tilted forward. Like I've been diagnosed with a pelvic tilt, but like I didn't realize how it looked until this video. And, like, I said to Alex, I was like, I'm not making fun of myself for it, by the way. My body is my body. But I was like, no wonder my back always fucking hurts. Because my pelvis is literally tilted where all of my weight is being pushed into my hips and my lower back. Because I'm balancing backward. To, like, no wonder everything always fucking hurts. This angle is how I've vlogged in the past. Also, I do try my hardest to not buy non-necessities at Target because of the boycotts and everything, but my only two options, like store-wise, is Target and Walmart. And again, like Target was just so, or Walmart was so picked clean for our Angel Tree kid, and I felt like this was justified, but I don't support Target and what they did with DEI. I thought I blocked that other spot of him, and I didn't. My bad. See, those are the moments that I didn't catch with it being small. Because then I did it again. I didn't get that. When I flipped through it, the words, like the actual font was really big and really spaced out, and there was not a lot of text on each page. And we don't know where our 12-year-old is at developmentally and reading level wise. And so I did worry because this book would probably fit more of like an 8-year-old's reading level, which don't get me wrong, she could have, and that's so fine. But like I ended up not getting the book because I was worried about that. It also was like the ninth one in the series too. But like I looked it up and it doesn't matter what order you read them in because they're like individual stories, but that felt weird to me too to just randomly get her the like ninth book. Oh, so we have 3 minutes left of this video. Just so you know. That's what I got her. I know that still could have landed a little kiddish for her, but I felt as though like most people like playing a board game. Most people like playing Monopoly, and like I don't know. I felt safer with that compared to a lot of the other options, but I mean if she doesn't like it or whatever, hopefully her mom can, I've said it all throughout the whole video, hopefully it can get exchanged then, but it's like the list of numbers B and then hers is the list of numbers C. So I don't know. I don't know if that could mean same household. I have no idea. I had to stand there and wait texting for, I'm not joking, like 8 minutes, by the way. And magic cards are not in that aisle. They were just waiting and using that spot and talking and not letting me through. It's pissing me off. The EVs. What I meant by actual thing is like a thing to do, not just figures of Pokemon she might not even like that might just sit on a shelf because she is 12. Those were so fucking overpriced for what they were. I would rather her have something more fun to do than what those were. So what I mean by labeling this whole time, you write the kids' codes onto the items so that they all stay together when they go to the warehouse. We did them as sticker labels instead. I have a thermal printer, so I just printed labels with their info on them, and then you have to write how many gifts each kid got, so we just did that with Sharpie after the fact. Um, so that if they needed to return anything, they could take the labels off. Because I've seen people that literally draw lines. I think I said at the beginning of the stream. I've seen people that literally draw lines through the fucking scan code so that people can't return stuff. That's so fucking ass. I think that's so dumb. If they need to return stuff, they need to return stuff. Like, why do that to them and then they're stuck with items they can't even use because they didn't actually work out for their kid like they hoped? Or we misinterpreted their list wrong, or whatever. So, that's dumb. So we did the sticker labels so that they can take them off and still return things if they needed to. Literally had to roll out the vending wagon. And that's a wrap. That's it. That is what we did. Okay. We're so back. Now we can yap. Hi! I mean, I know I yapped that whole fucking time. But that was our angel tree. That was our angel tree watch party debrief. What do we think? How did I do? Did I do you guys justice? Are you happy with how I did that? Tell me your grievances. What things did I buy that sucked? I don't know. I feel like I did all right. I don't think I did too bad. It did make me like excited of like later we're gonna have kids and that's gonna be really cool. But you know. Also again, I'm so sorry that I keep fucking with my mic this whole stream. It's just been peaking the whole time. At least like I'm consistently in the red, but like Lisa said before, that's usually actually fine because OBS is off about things. But so I'm sorry if you had to keep turning your shit up and down this whole time. And amazing, they're gonna have an amazing holiday sleigh. I'm so excited. Like I told my mom everything I got, and she was like, "I wish we could know how their holiday went." I'm like, "I know, but it is anonymous. Like you can't." Like they did say we were allowed to write them Christmas cards if we wanted to. It just has to be anonymous. Like you just can't sign it. Like you just like whatever. But I decided against that because number one, I don't want there to be any emotional attachment in that way to like, how do I word it? You know how sometimes if you grew up low income like I did, you can be given things and then you're just told to automatically be grateful because you were given something even if it's not what you needed or what you asked for. You know what I mean? Like if somebody asks for money on the side of the road so that they can pay their phone bill. And then you say, "No, I'm going to go get you a cheeseburger because at least then I know where the money went." But that's not what they needed in that moment. But you still expect them to be grateful even though you handed them something they didn't need in that moment. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say here? So I felt weird doing cards because I didn't want to push any of that kind of a feeling onto a child. And that's just me being me thinking about it. That's not me saying that people that did leave cards are then doing that to kids, but you know what I mean. And then also because a lot of the time with Angel Tree, the parents give these gifts as like they got them. They don't let the kids know that it was given by Angel Tree until they're adults. Or Santa brought them. I just helped out Santa, if you want to put it that way. I was just, me and Alex were one of the little elves getting things done. So, however you want that put. So I didn't want to do a card because then it might push them to have to do it a certain way. That's also why I did the sticker labels so that they could take shit off and the kids will never know if they wanted it that way. So, um, that's why we did what we did for that part. Mm. I did go to Walmart today to go grocery shopping, and they do still have the angel trees up at least I went to Gills Hill Walmart, and they had them up, and they still have angel trees, like angel tree kids on the tree, and the dates on the back are still the 13th. Like, it's still what the drop-off date that I did. So I'm really confused of, like, I don't know. I don't know how that part works now, because we passed the deadline to drop off, but there are still kids that did not get bought for. I know they do Forgotten Angels, which is like such a sad way to word it. They weren't forgotten. Like, it just, I don't know, they just weren't grabbed, but whatever. So, I don't know if then Forgotten Angels then takes it over and they do another cycle of this, or if they just take this list back eventually of whoever didn't receive, and then they divvy up the Toys for Tots toys, because Toys for Tots is still ran by Salvation Army, so it's all the same warehouse. I have no idea how that works. So, um, I am intrigued, but I hope that everybody ends up getting whatever they need for Christmas too. Because I know, I did read online that sometimes in certain situations, if like a bunch of kids received a lot of items, they'll divvy it up between kids that didn't receive any. Like, they'll actually take from the kids that you bought for. And at first, I emotionally reacted to that, where I was like, well, no, like, I bought those for my Angel Tree kids because I wanted them to have what their list said. You know what I mean? But, like, no. Like, yes, but no, but that also was, like, a selfish emotion that I felt, I think. Of just like, well, no, I would actually rather every kid has a Christmas. So if that's what they need to do because they didn't get enough donations, then that's what they need to do. So I got, like, I went through a range of emotions when I found that part out, but, I think I came to the right conclusion at the end of that, but yeah, that was everything. That is everything we got for the babies. This actually did end up turning into a 2-hour stream for a 45-minute video. Because I yapped. But I also yapped at the beginning of the stream, too. And we had an ad play in the middle that I yapped during. But yeah, that is everything. I just want to say again, thank you guys so fucking much. Like, never in a million years. Like, how do I get the words in the order that I want them to be? I never saw streaming turning into this for me. I have always adored the concept of, like, having, like, I've always thought streamers were super cool. I've watched streamers my whole childhood. Never thought I'd get to become a streamer. Or kind of, like, at points of my health journey, that was my only option. But, like, and sometimes my health journey stopped me from streaming multiple times. But this is my first year going streaming full-time, right? And what I mean by full-time is, like, yes, you guys might not see me on camera full-time hours, 40 hours a week, but, you know, there's pieces of this behind the scenes, and I'm also running a small business, so just, like, I'm a full-time content creator, freelance artist, whatever you want to call it. Like, I did go full-time in a creative outlet in general. But this is my first year doing it like that, and this community that we have right now feels so strong to me. Like, I am so strongly connected to it. I adore you all so much. If you're new here, I've been a streamer since 2020. I was very, very deeply in it 2020, 2021 era, and then I got married and moved. So there was like a 2-year chunk that I was just, there's too much going on to get back into it, and with my health stuff as well. And am I grateful for everybody that got me as far as I did then, too? Absolutely. But I was a full-time Minecraft streamer. That's the only game that I streamed, and I streamed to a lot of children. That's what my audience started as, and that's not what I wanted it to be. That's just kind of where it went, and then eventually I switched my streams to 18+. But, I never felt like a deep connection like I do now. Like, you guys are my babies. You guys are my people. And getting to make, like, I mean, I know that I met, like, my mods and stuff and my babies, like, last year, technically. But getting to really foster that connection with y'all this year and just, like, you guys are my people. This is my home. Like, I am so just genuinely happy in this path of my life right now. I wouldn't change a fucking thing about it. And I'm meeting the dreams that I've wanted to. Like, I've always wanted to be my own boss. That was always my dream when I was little. And now I'm living that. Is it different circumstances that made it happen? Absolutely. It's not what I expected. Did not expect to become chronically ill. But the fact that I still get to do my dream anyway, and then we get to pull shit off like this, and get together and raise money and do cool shit like this, and we just made 3 kids Christmas. Like, that's so cool. I didn't in a million years. In a million years. See us getting to do something like this. Especially, like, with how I fucking grew up. And, like, you know, I didn't have a village very much at all when I was growing up. There were a lot of people that cared, but not a lot of, like, actual things done about it. And I had a really hard childhood. And I can only imagine what any of the kids that get put on Angel Tree are going through, because they're all different walks of life, going through all different things, and the fact that we got to bring hope to 3 kids and let them have a normal fucking Christmas this year is just, like, it means a lot. It means a lot. Like, deep in my little heart. So I love you guys so much. Like, thank you guys so much for being here. Even if you didn't know, like, donate, you guys being here and giving me a platform that I can even utilize to do something like this is already more than I could have ever asked for. I'm also incredibly thankful for everybody that donated, and also people that donated twice, and, like, people that advertised this, and people that sent it to people in Discords, and my therapist hopped in and donated, and, like, I'm fucking grateful for every single person in here. Like, thank you guys. Thank you guys so fucking much, because this is the coolest thing I think we've ever done. Honest to God. And I would love to do it again next year. I don't know if we'll do it the same way, but I would love to start doing Angel Tree routinely when, you know, finances allow and everything. I know that next year, I don't know what our life is going to look like next year, because we don't know what my husband's orders are going to be looking like. Whenever we hit the part of our life that we're buying a house, I don't know what we're going to be able to do Angel Tree-wise, but we could still maybe fundraise. It just might not be us matching as much as we did this time, but Alex got a raise this year, so it made it a lot easier to be able to do what we did. But, like, thank you guys, and thank you, Spooder. But I'm so proud of y'all. So, you guys did hit every milestone for the fundraiser, so we are going to be doing all of the things, that I had on that list. So, I'm going to pop open my message on Discord again, so I can read it, and maybe read it better than I did at the beginning of stream, because I struggled. So, Friday in the evening, I'm starting at 4 p.m. and then going as long as I have the energy for, but probably till 6:30, but it could go later. We're gonna play Club Penguin. You guys can play with me. So I will post the link of whatever website I end up using for it. It's free. You just make your little Club Penguin account, make your penguin, and we can go to the same server. To my understanding, it still works as old Club Penguin. It's just re-uploaded. That's at least how I would play it in high school. So with my besties, instead of us doing art class, we'd play Club Penguins. It's just that Club Penguin Rewritten anymore is another website, but, like, it's the same shit. So we are doing that Fridays. If you guys want to play Club Penguin with me, I will be streaming it, but we can run around and yes! So we can run around and live our nostalgia and have a snowball fight. I don't know, get a fucking puffle, whatever we do. That's Friday. And then, tentatively, I need to, you know, still go over it with Alex, but Friday, the 26th, so the day after Christmas, we are likely doing the stream of me doing Alex's makeup. There will be a VOD, I will post it, so if you missed the stream, you'll still have it. It'll be on YouTube later. I don't know what made them famous. But that is what I'm leaning towards to be the date, because at least he doesn't work that day. And then Monday, 12/29, so literally, like, after that weekend, that next Monday, we'll do the random color generator, chooses my makeup. I do feel bad doing 2 makeup streams back to back, technically, but I hope y'all are alright with that, because then, I don't know, it's just how it makes more sense in the schedule. And people would be like, why this is some shit head fork? That's so funny. And then Among Us Community Night is going to be at the beginning of January. So before the January 15th update of Animal Crossing is when we're going to do it. I just want it to be in January because it's a really busy holiday season and I want more people to be able to play. I am undecided if I'm going to stream it, because if I stream it, then anybody that's playing, you just need to, like, promise you're not stream sniping. So, but it's only going to be open up to people in the Discord anyway, and I trust y'all. Like, I'm not going to be making the code open to just stream. You have to be in the Discord. You don't have to, like, no, you do. I was going to say you do have to go on VC, because we need to be able to talk. We'll figure it out. There's logistics to figure out. We might do it VC-wise, and you're on your honor, but, like, there's going to be rules if you don't follow them. It's just an immediate ban, I'm going to be so honest. Because safety and things. But we can try it out. Or my other thought is if I stream it, maybe it's mods for the first few rounds, and then we open it up to everybody, or something like that. We'll figure it out. But I have a couple ideas in my head. But I'll put out polls and everything for that at the beginning of January, so... But that's the vision right now for you guys to get all of your redemptions that you earned. And I think you guys still have the benefits of the subs that I gifted too, so. I'm wondering who's stream sniping might just be easier to do VC. Yeah. Right. Or maybe, you know what I could do too, is like I only stream, we do it like just like mods and stuff, and do like an hour stream or something, and then I go offline, and then it's open to the community, and I just stay playing, but I'm not streaming anymore. Because then it'll at least, like, let people know, like, hey, we're doing this, so if you guys want to hop on after stream, I'm there. You know what I mean? To advertise it a little bit. Because I worry, because there's a lot of people that, like, donated and earned it, but they're not in the Discord yet, so. Yeah, okay. We'll figure it out. We got it. But then I know that I'm working on a fun little project with the gamers once January 15th happens. I'm so excited. So, that's the other reason I'm doing this before that, because I want to make sure I actually, like, literally schedule time into my life to get our project going, so, that's the vision. We're also going to be starting a fun thing soon. I'm going to open up the little graphic for it. Finally got some building done on The Sims. Thanks for stream. Slay, of course. Send me the fuck up for Among Us. You can trust me, I'm not going to streams. Sneem snipe! You're not going to sneem snipe. I appreciate you. No sneem sniping. So we're gonna start a new thing for the new year. No sneem snipe. This is my little graphic for it. These commands do not exist yet, so don't try them. I didn't make them yet. But we're gonna start doing community game wars for running goals. Our running goals right now is 300 followers or 15 subscribers. We'll do it for both. I made this morning. This is inspired by the fruit salad streamers, but we're going to start doing game wars where when we hit these goals, I'm going to put 3 games in the running that are indie games in my little library, and then you guys are going to vote using your channel points, bits, subs, however you want to do it, and you guys pick our next game, and then we'll start integrating that into stream, where we'll stop whatever we're doing and play an indie game for a couple streams, and you guys got to pick the game, and that was like your little present. A little reward. Because community nights are super duper fun, but it's a lot of spoons for my little noggin, and I don't know how often we'll do them. Maybe for really big milestones, like 500 or like 1,000 followers or something like that, we might sprinkle some community nights in there, but at least if we do this, this allows me to reward you guys a lot more often in a more accessible way to me. And then also, it allows it where if we ever have overlap or we hit 300 followers and 15 subscribers, you guys just picked our next 2 games. Like, it's fine. It's fine if overlap happens. So this will be posted on the About page of our streams, but I thought I would at least yap about it now, because this is going to be starting in January. And I'm really excited. Because then, like, I have, like, Unpacking and A Little to the Left. I have Turnip Commits Tax Evasion. I have a lot of, like, little indie games like that is what I'm referring to, is what would land in these game wars. So, where they're just, like, short little fun games to play. Like, I know, like, Bear and Breakfast is another one, like, stuff like that. And then, hopping to just chatting for a second so I know which one to click into. I am updating this one, okay. I'm updating the stream schedule itself as well. May I have a hot take? Yes. Always the hot takes. This is the updated stream schedule. We're doing Makeup or Mortgage Monday, which is the Animal Crossing or Makeup thing. We're starting this at the beginning of the year. And then Wednesday, That's what I've heard, but I do own it. I got it for free from Epic because of a thing they ran. I do still want to play it. But I've heard not great things, but like I need to know. So Wednesday is going to be still dealer's choice, but it's going to be any games that are a series right now. So Animal Crossing is a series for us, whatever indie game that happens in the series for us. Us playing Faz with Elisa, I consider a series because we're playing through the game. And then, like, when we start playing Undertale, that's not going to be an indie game up for a vote, by the way. We're just going to start doing that eventually. Stuff like that. But then Friday Dealer's Choice can still be any of our series games technically, but it's also going to be more like one-offy moments, like when I randomly want to build in Minecraft, or when I get my Sims game not broken and I randomly want to build a building in The Sims. Like, that's kind of what Friday will more be like. Or if me and my husband can get our lives together, we're going to start playing games together more often. We have such a backlog of things we want to play on stream, and we just never... Our schedules just never sync up right now, where we both have spoons on Friday night, so... but Friday's the easiest day, but, you know. Play for an hour and it's lovely. Expect more and it's wump wump. Fair. But so, this is literally, like, barely any different than what it's been for you guys. You guys are probably not going to notice a difference in this at all. It's just now they're more labeled to what we ended up doing and less general, if that makes sense. Like, we've been pretty much always doing Animal Crossing on Monday now these days, so. Today was technically Makeup Monday, because I did my makeup while we watched, and I tried on a lipstick. I still don't know how I feel about it, but I did. I tried it, so. But yeah, that's the things that we have coming up. I also, at some point, want to do a little yappy stream where we're talking about our New Year's goals and stuff. I technically am supposed to stream on New Year's Eve. Like, that is a stream day for us. I don't know if that's the day I'm going to do it, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold out that long. I kind of want to start planning now. But it's also really busy still for me the next couple weeks, so it might still land like that. I did switch to my new planner already because I was too excited. I'm a Happy Planner girl. This brand. These are the ones that I buy, and I like the dashboard layout. And it's what I had previously, and so this one normally comes with gold of the ringy thingies. I don't like gold. I'm not a gold girl. So I switched them to my white ones from my old planner. And then I realized I could start using my new planner now and just steal December out of the old one and put it in here first. And then after December, it jumps to the new year. So I just customized it so that I could use it now because I'm impatient. So I'm ready for the new year, baby. I'm getting my gym membership at the end of the week. And I'm so very excited because our Planet Fitness opened. Also, catch me doing some gym content. Maybe. A little bit. Teeny tiny bits. I want to have a gym series that is like realistic exercising for chronic illness with somebody that just has a real body. A normal body. Because bodies are normal. Any body shape, you know what I mean? Like, it's normal to have a tummy and your body protecting its organs and you having cellulite on your thighs and, you know, wiggly arms and shit. It's fucking normal. You're allowed to have a body. I want to do a gym series like that where we're not focused on macros. We're not focused on any of that shit. The whole focus is to move your body and feel good doing it. Is my goal, because that's my goal going into exercising, is like my body feels good when I exercise. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to just tone my stomach, because like you can't really do that. That's not how that works. None of that shit. No like fad diets, none of that shit. Like I just want to move my body. The whole goal of the series will be to move your body. Like if you don't follow Cozy Cardio already, please follow her. I adore her. She's a sweetheart. That kind of a mentality towards exercising is the same mentality that I have. So if you adore her, you might like my mentality towards it as well. Catch that being a thing. I did get some lab work back that I'm gonna be going over with my primary tomorrow. I don't expect him to be helpful at all, if I'm being so fucking honest. But my psychiatrist was helpful. She went over it with me over text a little bit, and my thyroid came back high again. My testosterone came back high, and my cholesterol has just been a mess forever. You guys know that. I yap about all the time. My cholesterol's just been fucked no matter what I do. She's leaning definitely PCOS now that I also had a bad testosterone read, because my gynecologist was waiting for a blood work to come back weird for the PCOS, and it finally did. So, this is only the second time my testosterone's been looked at. But, yeah, yes, my body goal is just to feel good. That's it. Like, that's it. If I lose a little weight doing it, sure, okay. If I tone up a little bit, sure, okay. My goal is to move my body and to get stronger. I would love to just be able to kick someone's ass, you know? That's the goal. Independence and just to feel good and not feel fatigued and disgusting every single day because my body hurts, you know? Mobility, keeping mobility, that kind of thing. Yes, exactly. So, anywho's, she's leaning PCOS, she's not leaning Hashimoto's with that number because my other thyroid numbers, the antibody one, where it's like your body's attacking your thyroid, that one's low. So that's usually the Hashimoto's call, but that doesn't mean I don't have a thyroid problem. That just means it's not an autoimmune thyroid problem, it's just a thyroid problem, if that makes sense. And I guess the symptoms have a lot of overlap still between the two. So, I don't know. It's gonna be hell to try to convince my primary to do anything about it because he keeps just being like, well, just check your thyroid next blood draw and then it'll be fine. But then the next one, it'll be high again. Because it always goes high. It is fine and then it's high. Fine, high. Fine, high. It never goes low. But my thyroid, you want your thyroid below 4.5. And then I don't remember the bottom end because I never get close to it. But below 4.5, I've had mine be 8 before. Where it went like 4.5, 6, 8. Back down to 6, back down to 4, 2.5 one time. I'm right back to high again. So, just above 4. So, like, there's something wrong with my fucking thyroid. And whatever. Which would explain a lot of how I feel. And then the PCOS is the other piece. So, they're going together. But it's really common to have a thyroid issue with PCOS. So, I'm gonna message my OBGYN again and be like, hey, bestie, I did have a testosterone level come back high now, so are you willing to confidently say it's PCOS then? Because he was like, I'm not saying it's not PCOS, but I want to get a little bit more lab data on you first before I confidently say it. And that's fair. I respect that. Well, we got it. So, the numbers you told me to watch, we just got one of them. So, is that PCOS then? As I would say, yes. Do I want to be diagnosed with more problems? Absolutely not. But do I want answers for my experience that I'm having now? That was not an experience I had until I finally went through puberty at the age of 21 because my body was delayed. Yes, I would love to know what's wrong because something changed and this is not normal puberty problems. So, anyhow, that ramble. So I'll update you guys on Wednesday. Whatever my doctors say on Tuesday. So just so you know, it might be a little bit of a medical yap stream when we play Animal Crossing. If that's not your speed or your spoons, that's so valid. But just so you know, that's the topic that'll come up on Wednesday. But I think that's all the updates I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much again for everything and for hanging out today and making this whole fucking thing possible. I adore you all so much. Thank you so much. And yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm EP and I really need to pee. So we hit 2 hours. So that's all I wanted to do. I do apologize we didn't jump over to Animal Crossing, but the spoons are not there. It's been a long morning, and I have 20 Christmas cards to fill out. So that's gonna be so fun for me because then I'm gonna drop them off after my doctor's appointment tomorrow. But yeah. Happy holidays. Thank you guys so much for making this fucking possible. And I will see y'all Wednesday for Animal Crossing, and we're gonna terraform and all that jazz. I hope everybody has a lovely night. I will also catch you all on everybody else's chats throughout the week. And thanks for everything. Okay, bye! See y'all later. Bye!